Greetings once again, heroes and villains out there. Duuz-Diz-Din back again with My Hero Academia. Previously, Himiki Toga and the Sad Man's Death Parade floods the battlefield. It's a billion bonanza of twices, and the heroes are overrun as the storm rages out of control. But thanks to Uravati's special eye, she's able to suss out the real Toga amongst the twice clones, and tells Toga that the reason that she's been unable to use anyone else's quirks is because she has too much bloodlust mixed in with her love, with this causing Toga to become further enraged. Is this Uravati's plan? To use Toga's wild feelings against her? Or is there something deeper? And what desperate lengths will Toga go to? Join me as I find out, won't you? My Hero Academia number 392. It looks like Toga captured Froppy, restrained by the twice clones' tape measures. That's just waiting for some hentai. I'm sorry. It is. But Froppy is elevated out of the sea of twices in front of Toga, who brandishes a knife right behind Froppy. Toga screams out at Uravati, "You don't know the first thing about me." Uraraka, doing her best to swing past the flood of twices, shouts out, "Oh no, Froppy." Sue thinks to herself, after getting hurt back on Okoto Island, I couldn't even evade the mob. No worries, Froppy. Most people can't evade that. Toga screams out, "Because you've never wanted for anything. Because you've always followed their rules. Because you were born into a perfectly livable life." Toga goes to stab Froppy, and then flashback to when she was little, her parents finding her beside an injured bird. Her father says she killed that sparrow, sucked its blood. Now she's grinning about it? The small Toga says, "No, the birdie just fell into the yard." Is that the truth? Was it a misunderstanding? And then we see a woman, maybe a therapist, seemingly working with Toga, saying, "Let's get you all reformed nice and normal." Someone says, "Just a moment. I'll be right there. Yes, she'll be just fine." Yes, well, this sort of deviant behavior is common in children with powerful quirk. Yes, it happens all the time in modern society. We'll be sure to iron it all out. Jeez. So not so much a form of understanding, just get rid of it. Oof. That's very reminiscent of Pray the Gay Away, if you would. We see a young Toga walking around, seeing various different types of affection, couples, dogs and their masters, and we hear people saying, "Stop that, what on earth are you doing, you little freak?" Himiko's face is scary. No, there's just no getting through to that girl, just act normal. "Himiko, they told me you drank your friend's blood." Toga says, "Nuh-uh, my friend got hurt, so I was just sucking the ouchie." But your parents say, "That's not normal. Don't you want to behave properly?" Toga says, "Mommy, Daddy, I just don't get it. Not at all." So you see a young Toga with blood on her saying, "Does everyone else just fight the urge to be the way they want to be? Why does nobody else suck blood like me?" You see her mom crying and her dad pulling out his hair saying, "She just came out wrong. She's rotten to the core. He gave birth to something inhuman." As tears well up on Toga's face. Is this a double or her psychosis? But Curious appears behind her saying, "So you pushed it all down, suppressed yourself and created a mask to become someone else entirely." It's her words from before when she was psychoanalyzing Toga. But before Toga can strike out at Froppy, Uraraka manages to pull Toga away. And as Toga heads towards Uraraka, Froppy drops, and in comes Jiro, propped up above the wave of twices by Kamui Woods, with Jiro saying, "I got you, Suyu." Wait, but Kamui already has Froppy. Oh, jeez. And Kamui says, "Watch out, that's not her." Jiro looks behind her saying, "Huh?" Only to notice at the last moment the Sue approaching her, ready to lash out. Kamui shouts, "That's not Toga, it's Toga," striking at the Froppy clone with his wood. Nice. And then we start to see the twice clones starting to turn into clones of Jiro, Froppy, Toga herself, mumbling, "All heroes must die." Kamui says some of her doubles must have sprayed drops of blood. Okay, just any little bit on the battlefield, the clones ingested it. Jesus, that's insane. Jiro touches at where her wounded earphone jack was, saying, she even got me to take on this horde. No, even our full team up wasn't enough. Now that she's diverting and deceiving us, We've got no way to stop her. Then there's sudden eruptions all over the place. Of Earth? Is it Pixie Bob using her abilities? There's a memory of Hawk saying, kill them all now. And then the Twice clones say, all must die. In the wave of insanity, essentially, Froppy shouts out, Himiko Toga, listen. I once thought that following the rules is what made someone a hero, and that breaking them made you a villain. But you know what, Himiko Toga? Right now, my friend is setting the rules and everything else aside to try and have an honest conversation with you. Killing us all is one thing. Beating you is another, but what she's trying is a tougher path than any of that. So come on, Ochako's making this effort. It might be coming later than you hoped, but please listen to what she's saying. Oh jeez. What we see up in the air, Toga has stabbed into Uraraka, with Toga saying we're just built different. You people go on and on about happy, blessed lives, but I don't get to feel a lick of that. Your rules tell you to pity me, but don't you dare. And is Toga groping Ochako? What the hell? And then we have a memory of Twice saying, say, Toga, don't you want a villain name of your own? Oh. It really is hard to say how this is all gonna go down. Because some think that ultimately Ochako's gonna get some of that talk no jutsu in there. But it's really hard to say that that'll be the course of action. Because, let's face it, that's not really happened with any of the League of Villain members. They've either died, been incarcerated, or essentially imploded in such a way where they completely disabled themselves. I mean, Spinner, Dobby, I don't know where we're going in terms of Toga. Because that's the thing, though, too. Toga has done too much for it just to be a normal talk that gets through to her. I can't see her not being arrested, but at the same time, she's the one in the best position to at least get some form of therapy. Because with a lot of the others, with Dobby, he became a serial killer as a form of revenge. With Spinner, it was essentially racism. Just him lashing out at racism and just feeling such an extreme sense of apathy. Heroes in the world, but they're not actually doing anything to help others who are the downtrodden. But for Toga, it's a psychosis that was not properly looked after. Her parents just wanted it to go away, not fully trying to at least understand it to help Toga work through it. It was, no, push it away, push it down. Not realizing, but not doing that will cause it to just burst back up to the surface in a more violent way. So it's really hard to say. And now that she's even gone so far as to stab Uraraka, I don't know, man. I'm really, really not sure where this is all going. And she's just become so dangerous. I mean, I know this isn't gonna last, but I don't know. I really don't know. I mean, at most I could see Uraraka, despite being stabbed, still at least trying to get through to Toga. And maybe something she says can get through to her in some way, shape, or form. Maybe even just to stabilize things faster than it would have happened. Or maybe it'll just buy them some time. Tell me your thoughts and theories in the comment section below. What is Toga's villain's name that we haven't heard? Are we gonna find out why she never had one? Maybe that's it. Maybe it was just that Toga never fully accepted herself as a villain beforehand. But now, in this moment, she's been embracing it. I don't know. But hey, like, comment, subscribe if you enjoyed the ride. And until next time, I've been Duuz-Diz-Din. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you later. Take care. Bye-bye.